Chapter 10. She Gives Me Fever. Harper stares into that cracked mirror in the crankshaft's dressing room. Hell, it's more grease than glass, smeared with old lipstick ghosts and sweat stains thicker than regret. Her face stares back, warped wild under the dying neon buzz. Red, pink, red, like a dying bug lamp. "Come on, girl, you got this," she growls, voice torn raw from last night's smokes and screams, fighting to rise above the baseline, punching straight through the plaster, like God's own war drum. She balls her fists till knuckles pop. Tonight's the night someone bleeds the truth. This ain't no Vegas strip club. It's Junkspire's sleaziest dive bar. Walls sweating nicotine, air thick with spilled jizz and desperation. And right now, she's walking those boards toward a crowd hornier than a pack of space goats. Claws out, breath steaming. Stage lights bite hot across her bare back. She hits the pole like it's the last man alive. Slow circle, hips rolling in arcs that'd make a black hole blush. Fingers clamp steel. Then she swings, body carving moonlight, legs split wide, toes stabbing down like she's gonna rip gravity's throat out. The leather creaks when she moves. Sweat beads along her collarbone, sliding in steady trails down her chest. Neon light turning each drop to liquid fire. She lands softly on the balls of her feet, pivots sharp, and her hair whips across her face, black, wet, alive, before it falls away, revealing eyes the color of burnt gunmetal. They burn, not sad, not scared, just furious. Plasma cool and furnace hot, locked on every man daring enough to hold her stare. Her hips snap, crack, to the baseline, commanding, vicious. Leg hooks the pull like a bayonet twist. Thigh muscles cord hard, veins rising, squeezing chrome until the whole thing hums. She reels backward like a drawn crossbow, crowds drooling, cocks twitching in their seats, but Harper doesn't flinch. She's not their meat, she's the fucking scalpel. She cuts them open with a glare, right through beer fog and smoke, right through whatever lie they think they're buying tonight. She pulls her body higher, so high that her cunt is inches from their panting mouths, close enough to taste. Leather splits, crotch wide, as hips roll, slow, grinding air like it stole something from her. Sweat slides, down throat, down flat belly, and drips, hot, onto the pole, sizzling like spit on raw meat. Boot drags back, heel digs. She drops, low, ass out, back arches, so deep you can count the dimples just above her crack. Breath catches, sharp, when chrome kisses lace, soaked lace, brushing her clit like a dare. She moans, real, raw, just for the shiver running up her spine. Then, eyes slit open. She drops, smooth, setting, hand snatching pole mid-fall, thighs flaring like shotgun barrels. Head tilts, back, until raven strands scrape cheap varnish. And yes, pussy full out, pink and dripping under violet lights, a taunt so raw it should be illegal. Crowd howls, chairs scrape, coins clink off stage like hail. But before the first credit sails, the doors kick in, hard. Wood shatters, glass rains, boom ricochets like God himself just dropped his toolbox. Dust storms through, boots pound. 3 silhouettes, black leather, matte black guns, cut straight to her like hounds on blood. Then the miners storm in, 10 of them, 20, boots like battering rams on rotted boards. Snouts twitch, wet snorts pulling cunt-warm air straight down their throats. Yellow eyes, sick, glowing, pupils blown wide, drilling every slit in the room. Teeth grind, glass chewing meat, steam jets from busted valves nailed straight through neck meat. One stomps, he's all beard and rot, lice marching like flags, streaks of old cum crusted white, and yanks the closest pig by the hair. "This your lucky night, pig boy," he rasps, voice thick tar, then slams skull on brass rail. Crack. Blood pops like overheated salsa. Harper, she's off the pole easy. Thighs glisten, eyes flat as steel, steps barefoot into the slaughter, tits bouncing, cunt still dripping, like naked was always her body armor. Another miner vaults the bar, feet smash bottles into razored hail. He lands on the denim girl's back. Her spine folds with a pop. She screams, wet, red. Then it's just gurgle. Harper slips in warm piss and beer, slams shoulder first into a pillar. Heart's pistoning so hard her ribs feel bruised. Lights strobe, bodies jerk, music dead, replaced by ripping cloth and meat tearing. Tank top guy grabs his arm. The miner still has a mouthful of tricep, teeth clicking through tendon, chewing slow like bristle. blood fountains, splatters Harper's cheek. Then the beast spits out the chunk and lunges again. Harper's already running, naked feet slapping blood, lungs on fire, because if they taste her once, they won't stop. His skin blisters first, pus yellow bubbles that pop and hiss. Fur erupts, coarse, wet, black, like it's punching out from under his pores. Fingers snap, lengthen, nails yellowing, hooking into talons that scrape deep grooves into the table. The scream starts human, then climbs, breaks, turns squeal sharp, jaw unhinges, teeth stretching, thinning, needle fine, dripping spit like venom. Spine bows, crack, vertebrae realigning into something long, hunched, rodent. Legs lengthen, feet twist, knees backward. And his eyes, oh fuck, they burn the same fever yellow as the rest. Whiskers twitching, sniffing Harper down like meat on a spit. A woman writhes on the floor, hands clawing her own gut like it's packed with dynamite, clutching her stomach like she's trying to keep her soul from spilling out. Her flesh splits in ragged seams along her arms and chest, oozing thick blood and pus like a busted pipe. Flesh splits, wet zippers tearing up arms, down tits, blood and pus squirting in thick ropes that steam on the cold boards. Limbs jerk longer, knees crack, elbows fold wrong. Nose caves in, pushes out snout first, whiskers punching through pink and twitching like live wires. The scream turns pig sick, then rat raw. Fur rolls over her, black, coarse, until she's no woman, just a hunched, muscle-packed beast. Claws hook a runner's ankle, drag him back. He shrieks, kicks. Too late. She snaps his neck like a pretzel stick. Happy Meals served. Harper ducks behind the velvet curtain, velvet soaked black with blood now, and presses her spine to the plywood wall. The whole stage shakes, every stomp, every rip, like some monster's heartbeat. Out there, a rat thing, fur matted, whiskers dripping, shoves its snout straight through a guy's belly like it's rooting for coins. Wet tear, rip, like a butcher's knife through uncooked steak. The patron's scream chokes off mid-gut gush. Harper's pulse jackhammers, ears ringing, breath ragged hot against her own cheek. Then, that half-rat staggers close, legs bent wrong, face all melted, nose gone, teeth needles, spit hissing steam. He lunges, reeks of death. Harper snatches a broken beer bottle from the floor, jagged crown glinting, and slashes hard. Glass carved snout open, blood fountains red hot, splashing her tits like paint. The thing howls, she kicks, heel in his balls, and bolts deeper into the wings. The crankshaft is a writhing mass of fur, blood, and screams. Neon flickers above. Mutated patrons and miners tear into each other, flesh ripping, bones snapping. Harper's lungs seize, eyes dart. The rat men close in, tails lashing, cocks hard, snouts low and wet. One rat man hunkers in the corner, fist pumping his bloated cock like it's a fire hose. Spurts arc, hot, sticky, landing on Harper's cheek with a splat, running down her throat in thick white trails. Another charges full tilt, 7 feet of twitching whiskers and disease, his cock jetting out purple and veiny, slapping his belly with every footfall. She backs up, velvet ripping off her skin with a wet Velcro sound, bare feet sliding in blood. The curtain's behind the stage door now, but 10 more swarm the alleyway. Doors swing wide, revealing rows of throbbing meat and snapping teeth, all aimed straight at her sweet little ass. Cosmic Grinder. Soul's knuckles bleach white as he clamps down on that beefy fucking wheel, like he's got some punk's throat between his fingers. Leather seat bites into his spine, while this mean machine growls under his ass. Engine rattling like a junkyard dog off the leash, sweat already stinging his eyes. Outside? Yeah, he's wired. This ain't driving, this is war. Aether Circuit's a 20-kilometer futuristic track in a massive dome, with adaptive surfaces that morph into loops, tunnels, and sky bridges. Hypercars race on anti-gravity or maglev tech, hitting over 800 kilometers per hour. Holographic barriers, virtual obstacles, and shifting environments, rain, volcanoes, or zero gravity, make every lap a wild test. Powered by fusion, it's a high-tech playground for speed. Mean Machine bellows, a 14-ton slab of black steel and hate. Fusion jets howl. Soul snarls. Let's see what's up your skirt, girl. Cockpit tilts, 60 degrees of murder. Gravity punches his guts. G-forces yank sweat across his cheek like a backhand. Metal groans. Rivets scream. This ain't a turn, it's a dare. The garage feels like a tomb. Cold concrete walls echoing every boot step. Dr. X's voice cuts across the speaker, precise, demanding. Your verdict, Mr. Soul? Does she fit your specs? Slaps the Mean Machine's hull hard. Hell, I'm in love. Can't wait to get her on a real track. Static hisses. Dr. X answers with a sneer you can almost taste. I wouldn't worry about it. Doors rip open. Harsh floodlights stab inside. Scientists trip over each other's heels, shoved by armored guards, rifles locked, barrels humming death. Between two of them limps a wreck of a man, face split open, coat shredded like cheap wallpaper. They yank him vertical. Soul lunges, snatches the gag off raw lips. The engineer gags blood, roars out one shredded word. Run! Soul stands rooted between them, boots planted in pooling blood, pulse drumming inside his ears. Two identical engineers, same torn coat, same ruined face, cuffs clacking open like a joke. Confusion hits him sideways. Why are there two? The guards do not hesitate. Muzzles rise, bolts slam home. They open fire. The imposter, now free, steps back, calm as Sunday. He watches his double shredded to pulp, lips twitching upward, almost proud. Then he turns that smile on Soul. Took you long enough. Soul's eyes snap wide, white all the way around. No time. The false engineer's coat flaps open. Black steel glints. A .44 Magnum, snub nose, death in a tux. Soul pivots, boots squealing, but the bastard's fingers already curled back. Bang! Flame punches out the barrel. A fist-sized slug, copper-jacketed, screaming, tears straight through Soul's chest like he's made of paper. Impact lifts him off the ground, crashing through the skunkworks lab. Mr. X focuses on the Magnum in his hand. Killer. Soul skids, smoking, then rolls onto his back. False engineer, voice flat as the muzzle smoke, mutters. One loose end down. He steps forward, boots crunching glass, already thumbing the next round. Perdition Party. The slave girl runs. Her weary frame glistens, slick with rancid sweat, thick as fear and burnt oil. She bolts past bodies packed, shoulder to shoulder, a crowd so debased, even silence feels obscene. Each breath scrapes her lungs raw. Her heart slams, harder, faster. Rags hang off her, soaked, torn, stinking. A monster's claw catches her hip. The claw is gnarled and oozes yellow pus that stinks of sulfur and rot. It tears her open, ripping flesh with one swipe. Blood spurts out in a red arc and hits the floor, where it mixes with bubbling alien bile. The pain burns straight through her. She stumbles, then falls, crashing onto a blood-soaked couch. The couch sinks beneath her weight. Its ruined fabric, thick with dried blood and clinging slime, lets out a slow, wet sigh. Two aliens run atop it. The female's grotesque, sagging breasts, veined with throbbing bioluminescent tendrils, flop heavily, leaking a glowing ooze that burns the air with the stench of charred flesh and ammonia. She rides a lizard beast, whose spiked tail impales a twitching corpse, its intestines spilling out in greasy loops, while he hisses, venom dripping from his maw, sizzling through the couch into a smoking crater. Their radiant, drugged eyes stay locked on one another, clouded with lust. They don't even see her scramble off the side, gagging at the choking reek of their slick, rancid fluids. A drunken alien lurches forward, its claws, black, barbed, slicking green slime that reeks like gangrenous meat, slash across her cheek. Skin splits open, pus bubbling up instantly, stinging as if bleach pours straight into the cut. She flinches, jerks her arms up too late. The talons rake deep furrows down both forearms. Black blood beads thick, slow, oozing like tar. The smell slams in, rotting fat, sour milk, death, her gag reflex kicking hard. She staggers. Her pulse hammers hard against her ears. She stumbles blind, legs numb, and smashes into a table, wood cracking under her elbow. A woman kneels there, tongue monstrous, studded, sucking, teeth glinting. It drills straight into the man sprawled beneath. His barbed shaft jerks, swollen, vomiting neon seed that steams where it lands. One spurt catches the girl across the collarbone. It hisses alive, eating cloth, eating skin. She buckles, scream ripping out, muffled by the wet, greedy chorus around her. Smack, gulp, moan, splurt. She just chokes on it all, tears streaming down. Another slave slips through this galactic cesspool. Bare feet pad soft, no splash, no hurry. Yet every sound behind him swells. He ducks. Reptile's legs loom, scaly, warm, twitching like they remember pain. The tongue comes after him. Not fast, just inevitable. Oozing. Warts swell with each pulse, like tiny hearts beating under slime. Then, thwip. Bile spatters the floor. Not loud, but it eats. Hear it? That crackle? Like teeth grinding bone. Another girl drags herself under the table, elbows scraping crusted filth, nails splintering against something still warm. She surfaces next to them. 3 bodies fused in motion. The tallest arches, spine cracking like green wood. Her tongue splits, forked, glowing slime dripping thick as tar off the tip. It spears down, no grace, no sound, and plunges into the second alien's navel. A wet suction. You feel it in your guts. Larvae pour out, fat, bright, alive, wriggling up the tongue, popping between teeth like overripe berries. The smell hits. Old slaughterhouse, sulfur, and something sweet that's already gone bad. She swallows them whole, doesn't blink, just moans. The girl freezes, breath shallow, till one larva flops free, lands on her wrist, and starts to crawl. She steps wrong, slips, into the pool, warm, too warm. Blood sloshes over her ankles, bile coats her shins, secretions pulse like they want inside her skin. Gurgle, gurgle. Something underfoot twitches, then lash. A tongue, muscled, barbed, soars weeping clear rot, snaps round her waist. Tight, pulls. Her arms fly back, shoulders pop, elbows invert, knees bend the wrong way. Snap, snap. Another tongue, this one armored in spines that drip yellow, cinches her neck. Not gentle. Cartilage creaks. Tongue thickens, throat collapses, eyes swell. No air, just a cough, wet, like drowning in soup made of meat. They call it the liturgy of the last Adam. They pass a screaming girl between them, hips first, then drag their teeth across her belly until intestines uncoil like hot ropes. Another seizes the scalp of a girl still conscious, peels it back with his thumbs, drinks the blood that wells between bone ridges. A third bites off nipples, chews slow, eyes rolling white. The girls twitch, they gurgle. Someone, laughing, feeds a tongue into the throat of a slave until it bursts out her neck. Fluids mix, bile, pus, cum, screams, everything churning into one thick, humming soup. They chant, they slurp, they finish, then reach for the next.